écourté et acoustique.
Here are 5 black women. Bell Hooks, Lima Boe, Lupita Nyong'o, Zinju Eartho Manwa, Micheline Thomas. Now, what do they all have in common? Assuming that you've read the title of this video, you probably think I'm going to say that they're amazing black feminists. And you will be correct, but wrong. What the topic of discussion is today is what black feminism does, has always done, and will always do to dismantle aesthetics. And through aesthetics, deconstruct and dismantle capitalism, patriarchy, white supremacy, religion, and all of these systems that are currently working on all of the media we consume and society as a whole. Aesthetics, outside of its vernacular use, is the notion of what is beautiful, or what warrants the most focus, attention, and repetition. Not too scary, but when you combine these notions with systems like capitalism and religion, etc., the margin of things that warrant the most focus, the things that can be considered beautiful, becomes more rigid and more exclusive. And this leads to a number of things, ranging from 90% commercials and 10% content when watching TV, to
most historians agree that the modern feminist movement began on July 19th and 20th, 1848, in Seneca Falls, New York.
Now that you understand the concept of aesthetics and how they interlock with many other systems, let's get back to the women from earlier. Bell Hooks, a huge name in black feminism, in her writing and loving blackness as political resistance, not only plants black women firmly at the forefront of theoretical and political criticism, but also speaks to black people on how dangerous loving blackness is to a white supremacist culture, encouraging and motivating to overcome feelings of inadequacy that are instilled in one in the forms of notions of class, race, and worth. Bell Hooks, like other black feminists, challenges what is considered to be essential in both media and beauty, reimagining the aesthetics of society. Lima Boe, a Liberian activist and mother, makes it her job to actively revolt against the effects that patriarchy has had against her country and her people. She and the women with her communally commit and risk their lives, not only for themselves and their country, but for those still to come, so that they may live lives without the pain and hardship that Lima and many others are working hard to heal. They imagine and they are forming a new aesthetic for their country, breaking away from the competitive individualism that roots from a capitalist patriarchal society, and towards the love and collectivity that is so evident in ancestry.
I had a dream, and it was like a crazy dream. We decided to protest. We wore the white, saying to people we were out for peace. Thousands of women, Muslim and Christian, were coming together calling for peace. These women had seen the worst, but they still had that vibrance for life.
Lupita Nyong'o is a familiar face on this list, which is only a testament to her work. Nyong'o, in her position in media as an African woman who subverts every standard of the aesthetic that idolizes whiteness with undeniable beauty, actively debunking the myth that beauty revolves around blonde, straight hair and blue eyes. And furthermore, she places black women firmly within mainstream media, showing future generations of their ability and instilling their worth and worthiness. Zenju Earthel Manuel, Buddhist and creator of the Black Angel cards, unpacks religion, denouncing frameworks that predetermine morality and hegemonize spirituality. Manuel not only encourages a break from canonized theology, but also an exploration of oneself with mind, body, and spirit united. She imagines new aesthetics for spirituality that are based on self-love and healing, instead of notions of what isn't pure.
Hi, I'm Micheline Thomas. I'm here at the Smithsonian American Art Museum. I guess my appeal to craft materials is also another historical reference to women making art.
Micheline Thomas, a queer artist and feminist, creates her own visual narrative of what love looks like, and shows in her color choices and content that art and beauty aren't connected with a thin line of heteronormativity. Using cutouts, paint, photography, sequins, and a myriad of other mediums, she depicts black women not just as colorful and powerful, but in love with themselves and their bodies. So what do these women have in common? Yes, they are black women, black feminists, but it's more than that. These women, through their thoughts and actions, are changing society and refusing to accept the molds that they've been told to fit into. They are redefining, reimagining politics, religion, love, beauty, and what it means to be free, and they represent women of the past and of the future. And though I emphasized and explored the work of these 5 women, I could have chosen any number of women stretching back for generations. These 5 aren't alone in the work they do as black feminists for the world and posterity, and they certainly aren't alone in the pursuit of resistance and revolution. Even if it's unknowing or unintentional, black feminisms permeate through every aspect of our lives, doing the important work to unpack and deconstruct, to inspire and ignite, and to shape history, because that's what black feminism inherently does and how it's been preserved for so long. The whole point is that it's not anyone's job to fix everything by themselves or compete with others in righteousness, but instead to follow the example of the women who have led us here with rebar arms and sun-filled hearts, to collectively build and secure a future for those to come.
Premier gaou n'est pas gaou. Deuxième gaou qui est gaou. Nangelewa.